Okay, guys, welcome back. And sorry about the quality of this video, but I'm having a few technical difficulties. Anyway, let's skip to the meat of the matter here, or the point of this video. And the point of this video is going to be the fact that, I've always used the CBS Sports app for some of my content, and I've always been able to tolerate, because I'm a natural skeptic. And so basically, I'm a very big skeptic when it comes to the fact that I'm flipping this myself because my slideshow isn't working. That's what I was apologizing for earlier. But I'm a big skeptic when it comes to the media. And the media wants to narrate the story. Even in my favorite baseball movie, The Natural, Robert Duvall, who's Max Mercy, does mention that he says it's his job to protect the game, and his job is to make or break the likes of you, which he's talking to Roy Hobbs. So the media really feels the need to kind of dictate people's thoughts. They just feel this inner responsibility. So it's kind of interesting to watch their moves. Anyway, let me go to an Altuve picture here for fun. Anyway, so I really like something I saw. There's a show called High Heat with Christopher Russo, and he had a lady on name I believe it's Susan Slusser, and Susan Slusser I wasn't familiar with her before, but I loved watching them interact. And I promise you guys one thing: I'm going to add a link to that video. Once again, I promise you, I'm going to add the link in the description if you use mobile or a laptop. Anyway, so that it was really interesting to watch them talk, and I've been reading some articles about the fact that we've been bullied lately, and it's usually tied in with Chris Russo. He does represent CBS Sports, I believe. Susan Slusser, I'm not exactly sure who she represents, but I'm going to become familiar with her. But they said two or three cool things that I really liked. Another article I read, so I'm going to make 3 points. The article I read said that the Astros fans actually are getting tired of being bullied, and we therefore kind of have a chip on our shoulder. And so it's just comes from the undeniable fact that we have this unwavering love for our team, and you can see that that so many people, excuse me, so many people expect us to cater to them and not and admit our team cheated, blah blah blah. We're not going to be we're not going to be bullied into leaving our team. And I think a lot of people are surprised by that. They just expect us to walk away from the team that we grew up loving. Well, that's not going to happen. Point two is the fact that Chris Russo, or Christopher Russo, did say that he really feels like the team is going to come out and win 100 games this year, that the Astros, from being bullied, also are going to have a chip on their shoulder, and they're going to have a great year, and they're going to take every game very personally. So with the talent we have on the team, he said he didn't like our pitching, and I agree with that a little bit. We probably do need to make one more move, because the Yankees got a little bit stronger, we got a little bit weaker. We still have Altuve, we still have Verlander, Greinke, Urquidy, so I think everything's going to work out. In our division, we're going to win our division. They even go over in the video about what the division looks like as far as the Rangers can't hit. They said the Mariners, the Mariners don't really have pitching. The Angels don't have pitching, obviously, so they're going to go nowhere. So the only real competition in our division is going to be the A's, and that's going to be interesting. Which brings me up to Oakland A's pitcher Mike Fiers, which is my point number 3. Point number 3 is that Susan Slusser actually did approach Mike Fiers and ask him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not going to talk about this anymore." And so he was directly asked by her, from the way I understood it, about what Correa had to say about Altuve. If you go to Mike Fiers and ask him, even Mike Fiers can admit Altuve wasn't cheating. Well, Mike Fiers was left off the 2017 playoff roster, and he has a lot of sour grapes. This guy has a lot of sour grapes when it comes to the Astros. So he isn't going to defend he's got the mentality, he's not going to defend anybody on the team. He's going to hold them all to blame. He's definitely got a massive chip on his shoulder. So he has no intention of defending Altuve. He didn't say Altuve cheated either, which is an admission in itself, if you think about it that way. So him not answering is admitting, but as he was walking away, supposedly he turned back around to Susan Slusser and said, everybody on the Astros is to blame for that. So here's the thing is, why did he wait 2 years to admit it in public? It's just, I'm not saying he should admit it at all. I'm not getting into whether he should have or shouldn't have. I'm just saying, when it comes to questioning Mike Fiers about Altuve, he's not going to admit it. But he didn't speak against him. He didn't speak against him. He's speaking against the whole Astros. So, like I said, him not speaking against Altuve when he was questioned directly by Susan Slusser is an admission in itself. Anyway, that's my video. I just wanted to make some quick points. Hopefully, you guys liked it. Got more to come from you guys, for you guys, and anyway, take care and have a good night.